Hello, everyone. Hello. It's good to see you after a week. I missed you guys last week. It's amazing how when you're used to kind of hanging out with people on a regular basis and then you don't, how odd it is. I felt like it was really weird to not have time with you guys last week. So I'm super happy to be back and super happy to be here with you today. Happy Monday to you. I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and today is Monday, July 18th, and it's 2022. And today we are here for our Flosstube Live. So all sorts of cross-stitchy things to share with you today. How is everyone? Are you having a good week so far? Did you have a good weekend? How is everybody doing? Let's see who's here. Hello, Sandy. It's another warm, beautiful day in California. Hello, Felicia. Hello, Tammy S. Hello, Cindy. From a very hot, humid Raleigh, North Carolina. Everyone, don't forget about the thumbs up for Angela. You know we are enjoying her videos every week. Thank you so much, Cindy. Hello, Carrie. Hope everyone's week is off to a good start. Hello, Ruth P. Hello, Jen. Hello, Stacy. You could melt. My daughter is bananas for living down here. Oh, no. I hope that you can enjoy some time together, not melt and be too hot. Hello, Sharon 106. What? That is insane. Ugh. It's making me warm just thinking about it. I need to make sure I'm getting wind from my fan. Oh my gosh, you're making me start to sweat. That's really, really warm. Hello, Brandy. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Mary Jo. Hope you had a great weekend, says Brandy. I did. It was busy. I was trying to get caught up. So I think by the end of the day yesterday, I was a little bit stressed and had hit a little bit of a wall. And I think my whole family could feel it. So being with you guys here today, it always kind of lifts my spirits a little bit. So I'm counting on that. But last week just was a little wonky, and I fell behind. And I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you what happened last week. But I fell kind of behind. And the whole time that I was falling behind, I thought, oh my gosh, this is just going to snowball. I'm just going to fall further and further behind. I don't want to fall behind. I don't want to let people down. Like, that's probably my biggest concern. I don't want to let people down. I want to stay on track with, what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm behind on this, I'm behind on that, and blah, blah, blah. And so yesterday I hit a wall and I was not in a good headspace. So happy Monday to you two. My weekend overall was good, I would say. Darlene, hello. Hello, Carla. Stitching Brick House sampler. Are you almost done with it? How are you doing? Are you still like in the middle of it, or are you nearing the end? Or Debbie, hello. It's supposed to be 112 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. That is insane. I would be in like water all day. It's too hot. Sandra, hello. Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's going to be hot all week. 97 on Thursday. Ugh. Nancy, hello. Hello, Sharon. Chilly and rainy here in Anchorage. A good sewing and stitching day. That sounds really nice. Curtains closed. Trying to keep the house cool, says Sharon. It's supposed to be 110 there tomorrow. That's too hot. Hello, Marcia from Kansas. I lost it. Where'd you go? There you are. Brandy's supposed to be in the hundreds. Oh my gosh. Courtney, hello. Sandra, could you please tell me when the meetings are for the Lori Holt Club? So we have one a month, Sandra, and our first one is this Thursday night. So it's Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We will have our first Stitching with Lori Club meeting, and we have lots of stuff to talk about. So it's a really good one to be at, to kind of contribute to the conversation and be a part of plans that are going to be made for the first year or for the second year. So Thursday night, this Thursday, the 21st at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And the link is a private link. So it's only sent out to Stitching with Lori Club members. And it was in that newsletter that I sent you. So it should be in the newsletter that you got. Oh, I don't know when I sent that out. Maybe on like the 8th, 9th, 10th, sometime around in there. Jen, what is that cute quilt you have hanging? Well, it's Christmas in July. So I decided to, you can see, boy, that it's been folded for a while. You can see the creases perfectly in between the ornaments. So it's Christmas in July. And so I thought, okay, we should put some Christmas quilts up behind me so that we can enjoy those for the live stream. And this one is, I think it's called Vintage Ornaments. And I believe it was by, I don't want to say the wrong one, but I feel like it's by Lo and Behold Stitchery is the ornament or the pattern maker. And the collection that I used was Dear Christmas by Urban Chicks. And it's very, their lines all have the same feel. And so Holly Jolly just got into the shop by Urban Chicks. And this pattern would be perfect for that too. I used this pattern for that collection because I thought the collection was so cute. And I really wanted to be able to see the fabrics in the collection and enjoy the fabrics in the collection. And these huge vintage ornaments are perfect for that. And this was my first time doing curved piecing. Is that true? Well, it certainly felt like my first time doing curved piecing, even if it wasn't truly my first time. I don't recall, but it felt like my first time. And as Sharon knows, because I called her Panic, I was like, I had my fabric laying here and I had the picture in the pattern of what your fabric is supposed to look like. And I was like, this does not match this. I don't understand. How am I supposed to get this to look like that? I don't get it. So she was kind enough to send me a video, which went over curved piecing perfectly. And by the time I made all 16 of those ornaments, I had curved piecing down, my goodness. So that's my Dear Christmas ornament quilt that I made a few years ago. I don't know how many years ago I made it. So I decided to hang it up and share it with you guys. So thank you, Sharon. And thank you for asking, Sandra, or whoever asked. Felicia. Maybe nobody asked. Maybe I just imagined somebody asked so that I could tell you that whole story. Oh, Jen asked. There. Thank you, Jen. Thank goodness you asked. Oh. So thank you. Hello, Janet. Thank you, Felicia. Let's visit Anchorage for the rest of the summer. Amen. My goodness, it's hot around the United States. Hello, Barbara. Hello, April. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Alice. Hello, Martha. Hello, Sarah D. Rainy and muggy. Lots of swim time to stay cool for sure. Yes, Angela, I am hoping God will realize we are all finished cooking here, right? A little bit. We are all going to be welcoming the fall. Trust, like when those crisp, cool evenings start to roll in. Oh, be out on a patio or a porch, stitching or crocheting or under a nice quilt. Ooh, doesn't that sound cozy? It'd be so nice. Hello, Vicky. Angela, was the ornament quilt the one on your long? No, it was not. This one was done before I ever even had a long arm. So no, this was not the one that was on. And this one's already bound. As soon as I got it back, I got it bound. Complete and cute. And the back is super cute. I don't know if I can show you. I think, yeah, it's that green plaid is the backing. It's so cute. I love it. It's a fun Christmas quilt. Judy, hello. I lost you again. Makes for a good sewing day doing machine embroidery right now. Hello, Lonnie. Hello, Julie from Georgia. Hello, Deborah, making project bags. Hello, Courtney. Sometimes you just need to take care of you. Well, that is true. That is true. But I feel like there are a lot of us who don't do a very good job with that. I don't think I'm alone. Beautiful ornament bulb quote behind you. Thank you, Sandy. Carla, I'm working on the bird, the first bird on the left. I just pulled it back out. I'm going to put, yay, good for you. I'm anxious to see your progress. Well, I hope you got my voicemail, Cindy. I was completely excited over my happy mail last week. Pixie Noel, other one too, are so cute. I don't think I got your voicemail, Cindy. Was it left over the weekend? I didn't get to checking voicemail today when I was in. I was too busy getting orders out. But if you left it over the weekend, then I haven't gotten it yet. I love the Christmas quote behind me. Please tell us what pattern it is. So I think it's called Vintage Ornaments. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. I think it's called Vintage Ornaments. But and we used to have it in the shop. I'm not sure if we still do. Christmas quote is adorable. Thank you, Carrie. Are we able to watch it on replay? You are able to watch it on replay. Yes, Stacy. As long as you have that private link, you can click on that and it will play the replay for you. I didn't receive it, but thank you for letting me know. So you should have received it. And if you didn't receive it, then we should make sure that I have the right information for you, because you don't want to miss out on those newsletters each month, because that will have important information in there for you each month. So Sandra, let's try to connect so that we're sure that you're getting the newsletters each month. Otherwise, you're going to be missing out on a lot of key information. Make sure you check your junk folder just in case. I don't think for you it should be going to your junk folder because we've communicated before, but just in case, I would check your junk folder and make sure it didn't go there. Hello, Chris. Oh my goodness, my Holly Jolly stocking panels came and they're adorable. Isn't Holly Jolly so cute? Oh my gosh, it reminds me a lot of Dear Christmas, but a lot of different prints, not the same coloring, just because I think the only reason it reminds me of it is because Urban Chicks kind of has a similar feel between their collections, even though they're very different. So Holly Jolly is very different from Dear Christmas, but they remind me of each other. 96, Margret, hello. 96, where I live in Tucson, but we had a gully washer yesterday. So today we have humidity. Nothing like Florida's, though. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Chris. Left on your phone. Okay, I will have to check that, Cindy. Felicia, not cross-stitch related, but did anyone see the Corey Yoder fabric coming out and sharing Chelsea? I have seen them, Felicia, and which now that they're starting to share some of this stuff, that means new release parties are coming soon. Sun Washed is the one by Corey Yoder. It's very pretty, very colorful, happy. It's very, very cute. So somebody already asked, are you carrying that collection? My plan is yes. Buttercup and Slate is coming first, and that whole collection is coming from Corey. But then Sun Washed is her new one coming out, and it's very, very pretty. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to share. And I have plans for, trying to pare down a little bit on the number of quilts I'm trying to do each season, to hopefully offer more time for cross stitch and crochet and keeping up with the quilts. I say that now, but that as I'm planning, I'm going to be like, well, maybe I can just fit in a little bit of this. But I would really love, you guys know that I love Lori Holt. It's not a secret. And I really kind of veer towards her designs and her collections because it's right up my alley. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I like. But there are so many other beautiful collections out there. And so I would really like to find more of a balance and I'm always going to do Lori's stuff without a doubt. But I'd like to also offer another Quilts Long by somebody else featuring a collection, similar to like this. Like I picked a pattern that I thought would look really cute with that collection, and I just put it together. So I would like to do some stuff like that as well. So I have big plans kind of for fall and the new year, and our new release parties will be part of like me listening to what you guys really want to do, and what kits really stand out to you that you would like to maybe plan a quilt along for or sew along for. So yes, beautiful collections coming. I'm very excited about it. Sharon says, beautiful Christmas ornaments quilts. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Carrie, I am bummed. I missed signing up for Stitch with Lori by one day. Oh, Carrie, just contact me. I saw your first video the day after. Just send me an email, Carrie. We can get that figured out for you. Just send me an email. I will help you out. Gayleen, hi everyone. Running late today. Angela, is that retro ornaments? Yes. I've been eyeing that pattern. Yes, that's the name of it. It's called retro ornaments. I was like, vintage ornaments. It doesn't quite sound right, but it's retro ornaments. And I feel like it's by, I'm going to look, but I feel like it's by Lo and Behold Stitchery. I offered a kit for this when Dear Christmas came out. I put together a kit for this. Yes, it's a retro ornaments quilt pattern by Lo and Behold Stitchery. I'm almost out of them, but I can always get more if people are interested in it. And it has different sizes. You can make a wall hanging, so you could make one really small. This is the throw size, which is 64 by 64, or you could make a bed size, which is 96 by 96. But it's called Retro Ornaments. That is the name of the pattern. Thank you, Gayleen. We just need an additional 2 hours each day for our custard favorite fun, or need 2 hours. That's so right, Cindy. How's everyone? Hello, Nancy. So glad you're here. Well, Gayleen, if I can do it, I'm pretty sure that anybody can do it. And I did it with a little help from my friend Sharon, who I called in a slight panic because I was trying to make, and it went together really quickly. Once you get that curved piecing down, and it's super easy once you know how to do it. And if I can find the video that I followed, I will share it with you. I can't remember. I probably have to ask Sharon for help to find it. But there was a video that I followed that made it super, super easy. And then it went together lickety split because it was super fast after getting a handle on the curved piecing. But if I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it. Because you guys know I'm no expert quilter. No, my friends, I'm not. I'm no expert at anything. So if I'm giving it a go, then it's probably safe for you to give it a go too. Okay, so I have some good stuff to share with you guys. I have my daughter Dee pulled some patterns for me to share. I have some brand new patterns in the shop. I have some brand new notion in the shop that I'm going to share with you, and I pulled some other notions to be able to share with you. So last week we didn't have a quilting live on Thursday because I was supposed to be gone with I had a special trip planned with my daughter Dee. It was going to be her first time in an airplane. And so this was very exciting. Like, we were both very nervous. But would be the first time that I have traveled in 16 years. In my previous job, before I stayed home to have and had kids and was taking care of kids here at home, I traveled, a few times a year. It wasn't like weekly or even monthly, but a few times a year I would have to travel. And I have not traveled since then. And the world is much different now than it was 16 years ago. So both of us were like, oh my gosh, we're going on a trip. And she was super excited because it was her first time flying a plane. And so we were supposed to leave last week, and we got to the airport and we boarded the plane. And we went on the runway, and we were on the runway to take off. And the captain came over the announcements, and he said, get ready to take off or prepare for departure. We're taking off. So we're ready. They're gearing up, ready to go. I look over at Dee. I'm like, here we go. Are you ready? And then they turn the plane back down, and they turn off the runway. I was like, well, that's unusual. And so comes over the announcements again, and he says, well, there's a problem with the plane. We were informed by the tower that ground vehicles and other planes taxiing were calling into the tower that we are leaking fuel all over the runway. So apparently, on the opposite side of the plane from where we were, fuel was pouring out from under the wing. The pilot couldn't see it. And so these other vehicles saw this stream of fuel, like literally, it wasn't a drip, it was like pouring out of the wing all over. So he says, we have to go back to the gate to figure out what's going on with the plane. And we will be escorted back to the plane, back to the gate by fire trucks, just as a precaution. So this really funny guy behind me says, yes, and just as a precaution, if they start to hose down the plane, don't worry, it's just a precaution. And if you see the yellow raft things come out the side of the plane for you to exit the plane, do not worry, it is just a precaution. So he was super funny, cracked me up. I started giggling when I was listening to him. So then we continue to sit there, and we don't go anywhere. And then he gets back on and he says, well, we can't get to the gate under our own power because every time we try to go forward, more fuel pours out of the plane. Even though we have our fuel pumps turned off and everything is shut down, it's still pouring out of the plane. So we have to be tugged back to the gate by one of those tugging vehicles. So we sat there and waited, and he's like, we're going to try to keep the plane cool while we're sitting here, but they had to shut everything off. So then the flight attendants are like, everybody, please shut the windows. So we're sitting in a dark plane on the runway. We were probably on the runway for about 2 hours. Got tugged back, had to deplane, take everything off. They didn't have a plan, so we sat at the airport for a while we were waiting to hear what was going to happen. And long story short, we didn't end up going on the trip. So that was our excitement last week. We were supposed to go someplace. We didn't end up going someplace because our plane was broken. So that was that. Sandy says, oh my goodness. Martha says, oh, no, praise God. I know. So, in the moment, you're just kind of like listening to what they're telling you. And you're like, okay. And then after the fact, and I was on the phone with my husband the whole time, and I was like, this is going on. We didn't end up taking off. And my little one, she was very sad that we were leaving. There were lots of tears before we left. And so I said, anytime you want to talk to me, just have your dad FaceTime and we can see each other and we can talk to each other. And so she was FaceTiming while we were at the airport. So I showed her like a picture of the plane. I said, this is what we're going to be flying in, and, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up coming back home. But at the time, my husband said, well, thank goodness you didn't take off. I mean, imagine what could have happened had you taken off and they didn't have the fuel that they thought, or you would have had to do an emergency landing, or maybe something would have happened during takeoff, thank goodness, you didn't take off. So despite all of the inconveniences, it clearly happened for a reason. And thankfully, you are exactly right, Martha. Thankfully, we did not end up taking off. So and thankfully somebody else, informed them that this was going on, because nobody on the plane would have known had they not been told. So whew. Felicia says, oh my gosh, Angela, what a crazy experience. I'm so sorry you guys had such a horrible experience for Dee's first trip. So glad you guys are safe. Thank you. It was a crazy experience. So I was trying to assure her, this is not normal. This is a pretty unusual experience. It's pretty normal for flights to be delayed, or, stuff like that could happen, but it's not common for like a plane to be broken like this. Like that's not a common experience. So yes, I'm so glad that all worked out well. They couldn't get you on the next flight. No, they couldn't. All of the flights were booked. And so I kept getting text messages. So a text message, the first one came to me saying, and I received the text message at 3:37, and it said, your flight will depart at 3:35. I was like, what, really? Because the broken plane is still there, and I don't think that that's going to happen. And then I got another one at like 4:07 that said, your flight will depart at 4:05. So I went up to the desk and I was like, can we get on another flight out? And they were even looking at other airlines, and there was nothing that we could get on. And the ones that potentially had openings. There were already a slew of people who were on standby from our flight because we were seated at the back of the plane. So by the time we got off the plane, there was a line like out into the concourse for the desk. And so a lot of people who were in the front of our plane got put on standby for these other flights. So eventually they said, okay, there's another flight coming in, getting here at 10 o'clock. Or getting in your flight, you'll use that plane and you'll depart at 10 o'clock. I was like, do we want to sit here all afternoon and wait till 10 o'clock? And then half of a day that we were supposed to have doing stuff is going to be gone. Then we're down to a very short period of time to fit in all the stuff that we were going to try to do. So I left it up to Dee because it was her trip. It was kind of a special thing that we were doing for her. And she said, no, I think maybe if we could reschedule, that would be good, which ended up being good because then it got pushed back from 10 o'clock to 10:30. And then it actually ended up departing at 11:30 and not getting into where it was supposed to go until 1:30, which would have put us at the hotel around 3 in the morning. So I think it's best that we just decided to reschedule. So it was a bummer, but she rolled with it. She's pretty laid back. She wasn't, really broken up about it. She just really wanted to make sure that we still got to go. I think that was her biggest concern. Like life gets really, really busy. And so time can go by and then it's like, oh my gosh, we haven't rescheduled this, but we already have it on the calendar. So it's already been rescheduled. Oh my gosh, I have an itchy nose. Yes, we are going to reschedule. We already have it rescheduled. We're going to squeeze it in before school starts because then life gets super busy. So we're going to squeeze it in and we're still going to go. I bet your family is so happy but disappointed for you. Yes, all of that. There were lots of laughs that night. I mean, people were, I think, scared and upset about what had happened. But, when I was telling the story and I was trying to make the kids loosen up a little bit about it. And there was lots of laughing once we got home. And I think everybody was happy that we were back together again. Yes, thank goodness they saw it. Someone looking out for all of you. So true, Debbie. Thank you, Darlene. Yes, so true, Carla. I agree. I agree, Judy. Hello, Libby. So glad that they were still... What? Jen, so all those people just didn't travel that day? That's crazy. Imagine all the plans. So some people waited for the late flight. Some people were probably able to get on other flights. But there were a lot of people. And a lot of people, this flight was just their connecting flight to another flight. So then, for us, this flight was to our destination. But for a lot of people, it was a connecting. They had to get on a different flight to get to their final destination. So it's crazy. It was crazy. But I'm sure a lot of people waited because that flight still went. So they must have, had enough people to be able to take people. And some people probably got on other flights. I don't know if other people canceled or not. I don't know. But it was for sure crazy. For sure. So that was our excitement for the week. But we're back and I'm excited to be here and to catch up with you guys. So I have some things to share with you guys. First, thank you, Tammy. So first, I printed these off. I don't know if you guys saw Lori's, I think this was 2 videos ago. She did a Granny Square long video on her YouTube channel. And she made these cute, super cute and fun charts for us to have. So if you go find her Granny Square video, it was not the last one she did, but the one before, but maybe it would be linked in the last one. You'll have these super cute charts, which this will be helpful for future crochet projects with all the stitches and the stitch symbols and the description of the stitch symbols. I was like, Michelle, what? Are you okay? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. I'm glad that you're okay. It's just your keyboard that's on strike. And then this one is a great diagram of a granny square. And guess what, my friends? I have been doing granny squares wrong. So it has been bugging me because I thought I was doing them wrong. And I was honestly just being too lazy to go back and watch Lori's video. But, you do the chain of 4 for the center. And then I start right into a granny, a double, what's it called? A double crochet. So I start right into a double crochet. And those 3 always look thicker than the other ones. See, let's look at this one. I mean, I don't know if you can really tell. Okay, I'm not sure that I can tell on here, actually. But I always start right into a double crochet, and you're supposed to chain 2, just like you do for all of the other ones. I do it right on all of the other borders, but for this first one, I do that as a double crochet, so I've been doing it wrong. I'm not going to fix it. I can barely tell, but going forward, I'm going to start chaining in there instead of double crocheting there. And then this is really helpful because I think that I know that there are some of these colors that I don't have in my personal stash. So I printed off one of these, and it's hanging on my yarn wall in the shop. And I printed off one for me to have here at home too. So then I can make sure that I have all of the colors to, throw together. So this was a really good idea and very helpful. So now it's hanging on my yarn wall at the shop with all of our yarn baskets. And I have one here at home too. So I'm going to put these in a binder. I'm going to make up like a crochet binder and have these handy in there. So I meant to give you guys a heads up about this a few weeks ago, and I kind of forgot. But I got those printed out, and so now I'm all set. My post was supposed to say, so glad you were still on the ground. Yes, I agree. I'm so glad too. Thank goodness. Nancy, Angela, any update regarding the linen and denim chunky thread arriving this month? That's all I've heard, is that it's still arriving this month. So I did reach out and I did ask my contact at Riley Blake Designs, and that's what she said, was that it is still arriving this month. And that's the ETA that they have right now. And that she was going to delve in a little bit further and talk to some people there to try to get a more pinpointed time of arrival. And she was going to get back to me. And I have not heard back from her yet. So I'm still fingers and toes crossed, hoping that the ETA for this month is still accurate. And that's what I'm going by. Remember, Angela, your squares don't have to be perfect to be wonderful, and they are wonderful. They're beautiful as they are. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not upset or worried about it. But it had been on my mind, and I was like, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to chain here. I had this whole dialogue in my head. I think I'm supposed to chain here and not double crochet. And I just kept double crocheting and not even checking it out. And then when I remembered to print those off, I thought, oh, well, this will help. And sure enough, it did help. It tells me exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So I did this at the airport while we were waiting. And then I have all of my, you would think I would have gotten more done, but I have all my little starter squares here. I'm going to get these done, hopefully, before we go, and then do some more starter squares to have ready for crocheting on the plane. That's why I had these ready, was to take them with and pull everything out. And had I done what everybody else did, everybody else like settled in with their headphones and their books and all of that. But I was like, what's going on? I'm a kind of a people watcher, I guess. And so I was very much like just looking around and kind of taking everything in. And then by the time we spent all day either on the plane or in the airport, and I got one square done. I was like, well, that needs to be better next time. So my hope is to finish all of these, start fresh squares, and then have those ready to go for next time. And my other question, so I was preparing stuff to take. For those of you who fly, do you take your magnifying light with you on the plane? And is that allowed? Does it go through security? And it seems like it would be annoying to the people around you to have that bright beacon of light shining on your stitching area. So I took all of my granny stuff. So I had like my carry-on bag was a bag full of yarn. So I took that, but I wanted to take cross stitch too, so that I could get some cross stitch done. But I can't do it without magnification and lighting. And I thought, boy, people around me are not going to like me very much if I have this bright light that I pull out. And I wasn't sure if it would go through security. So I ended up just leaving it at home. Michelle, I think the starter squares are a great idea. I agree. Totally agree. It was a brilliant idea. Felicia, I take a neck light. Sure is. It's okay. Oh, good. Okay. What is the name of Lori's decorator weight fabric? Trying to search it. It's called My Happy Place. It's called My Happy Place. You could take Mag Eyes. I don't know what those are. It's called just that. Yeah, you might be able to search up decorator weight, but the collection itself is called My Happy Place. And it should say, I think it says, what does it say? If you search for My Happy Place, oops. Yep. It should all come up. It'll be mixed in with some other stuff, but you should see all of the stuff there. It should all be there for you. Martha, I got my book, Happiness is Scrappiness. Thank you so much. Another great book from Lori. What are you thinking about doing first? Ooh. I don't know. I have so many thoughts. And I have other thoughts too. Oh my gosh. I have so many thoughts and plans for the future. But I don't want to, like, it's kind of a fine line. Like, I don't want to bombard with people with sew alongs and stitch alongs and make people feel buried in stuff. And so as long as you guys are patient with me, I have plans and I want to spread them out, so that it's manageable for everybody. So I don't know for sure which one is going to be my first one. I love the Irish chain. I love the, I can't remember what the other one's called. I think it's a checkerboard one. I can't remember what it's called. So I need to look through it and come up with a plan. I need to come up with a plan. I took my light once and it was a bit much for me. So I'm giving up on plain stitching. Granny squares work well for flying though. Yeah, that's what I ended up thinking. I thought I think I'm just gonna crochet. It's easy. I don't need lights or magnification for it. I mean, I need some lighting, but I don't need, a beacon of light on it. I appreciate manageable. Well, thank you. I'm trying to get a good handle on what is manageable, but I'm really excited because I've had some new ideas pop into my head lately, and I think it'll be really fun. Especially if any of you are reading Elm Creek quote series. I think it'll be really fun. I'm really loving the apples for fall. Oh, I know, those are so cute. That'll be fun to do a sew along out of the book. That's my plan. Carrie. I just got to figure out when. You're a beacon of light, Angela. Hardly, Nancy. Pretty sure my family did not think that last night. I was like, grrr. I was not in a great mood. Oh, okay. So the other thing I pulled for you guys, zippers. We have all the zippers. Oh, we have all the zippers. We have so many zippers in the shop. And so, and we have so many project bag panels. So I wanted to remind you guys that we have Lori's zippers in the shop to coordinate with her cute little project bags. You get 8 bags out of one panel, and this is in her decorator weight material. So it's kind of that lightweight canvas. They're super cute. You get 4 small ones and 4 large ones. They're so cute. I don't have all 4 of them here because I'm pretty sure I have stuff in some of them. But here are a few of the bags that you get out of them. And we have the panel and we have the zippers in the shop for all of your cross-stitching project goodies. Yes, Angela, I heard Brick House on the radio in the car the other day, and I thought of you. You did? It makes me think of that cross-stitch all the time. All the time. Oh, and then speaking of project bags, we also have already done project bags in the shop. This is Daisy Denim project bag. We also have Gingham on the Go and plaid, those plaid ones. We have all of those. Last week, we had talked about floss storage, and someone had asked about these rings, and I didn't have them to show you. But we now have these in the shop for you, thanks to a customer request. This is a 3-inch a binder ring. What's it? Well, they call it a bobbin ring, but for floss storage, for hanging your floss on here. And so many people shared to our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group some great ideas for floss organization, including hanging in a closet, including the that cute little set of drawers from the Container Store, Bisley, something like that. That cute little set of drawers. So many like brainstorming ideas about floss organization and floss storage on our Facebook group called Happy Little Stitchers. I love seeing that because I think that's really helpful to a lot of people when you guys share what you are doing and a method that you have found that has worked for you, so that hopefully it might help other people too. Speaking of Brick House, I saw the current Commodore's band perform. You did? The current, is it, they're still performing? Like Lionel Richie and the other fellas are still performing? Huh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. I'm curious to hear about Huckleberry's July 4th Statler Brothers experience. I'm anxious to hear about that sometime too. Okay, and then I thought I should probably take some of these on the plane with me, so I pulled them to share with you guys as well. Stitchy readers, to have some magnification when you can't have your magnification light. So it's 1.5, 2.0, 3.0, 2.5. I must be out of the 4.0, so I got to order those and get those back in the shop. But here are the Stitchy readers. Then we have some smaller project bags. These are vinyl project bags by Moda. This one is called I'd Rather Be Sewing. This one, She Believed She Could, and So She Did. This one is Quilting is My Superpower. Eat, Sleep, Sew. Create, Sew, Inspire, Quilt, Imagine, Dream. So all of those are available in the shop as well. And then someone just recently asked me about the Stitchy Stand. And yes, we still have them in the shop. This is the Stitchy Stand by Lori. It's not yellow like this. This is just the bag that it comes in. But the actual Stitchy Stand is like a denim color. And you remember I shared it a couple videos ago. So you can go back and look at that if you want to see what it looks like. And we talked about the flap has a purpose. The flap at the bottom has a purpose. The Commodore only has one original. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was going to say, I don't think Lionel Richie is out there performing anymore. Okay, and then we have a new, also requested notion in the shop. The Beekeeper. My daughter and sister-in-law went to see the Doobie Brothers last night. She said it was nice to sit down for a concert. All of the attendees were older and didn't stand during the concert like the young people. Oh my goodness. I love my Stitchy Stand. I'm using it right now. You are. That's good. I love my Stitchy Stand too. I use it all the time now when I stitch. I just want to be able to sit down and stitch more. That's my problem. So this Beekeeper is pretty cute. And I think I need to try, we spoke last time about my horrible floss system in my project bags for stitching, and I need to try to do a better job with that and get that under control a bit. So I'm thinking about something like this. I need to organize my floss better. It's not pretty. Right now it's not pretty at all. Okay, and then I have some new charts in the shop for you. First up, we have the new ones from Stitching with the Housewives. So we have Welcome Pumpkin. This is a cute, cute pumpkin patch stitch. My gosh, about this time, I start getting really, really excited to stitch fall. I'm really excited. It's making me like, I'm thinking about, I'm going to try to pick a certain number of stitches each season to work on, to try to make some headway on. And now I'm starting to think, okay, what do I have in progress that I'm going to pick for my fall planning? And I'm thinking about trying to post that blog post sooner rather than later, so that if anybody wants to join me for any of it, then you can prepare and be able to do that if you want to, instead of me sharing it like September 1st. So I don't know. Maybe you guys, maybe it doesn't matter to you. I don't know. I just finished "'Tis the Season" Tiered Tray Tidbit by Stitching with the Housewives. Right now, you did. Well, here's a cute one for you to stitch up next. Welcome Pumpkin. And then this one is Let's Go Ride a Bike Pumpkin Patch. So another very cute fall theme. And this one is month to month September. So if you are involved in our month to month stitch along, you will get this shipped to you at the end of this month. So on the Beekeeper, there's a thread, pieces of paper back here that's a thread guide. So you can have a coordinating thread guide. So each of the holes has a number. And then you put the corresponding floss name next to the number on the thread guide. So you can do it that way. I think you could also take, a little label that you could remove later or something like that and write it right on the Beekeeper if you wanted to. But it has a coordinating, it has a companion thread guide to go with it. Funny you should mention fall. I couldn't wait any longer, so I started. Welcome to our patch. You did. Ooh, I have a fall truck one by Primrose Cottage Stitches that I could pull out. I also have Pumpkin Park. I really like that one. I'd really like to finish that one. My dad, Chris, my dad passed away 5 years ago, July 24th. He used to call me Pumpkin. Oh, I would be too if I were you. That's such a sweet memory. Not to take away from floss talk, but did all the prairie fabric come in? It sure did, Catherine. It's getting cut right now. The Prairie Meadow quilt kit is getting cut right now. I'm going to put it online soon, like this week. I'm going to get the collection online. And we should be able to invoice this week for kits. So she's flying through the cutting. It's going super, super fast. And she's really, really happy with how much she's getting done each day. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Those purples are so pretty. The whole collection is just beautiful. It's all very it's just beautiful. That cheater print, oh my gosh. I need a project bag for that. I have been dreaming. I'm not kidding, like literally dreaming about a project bag made from that cheater print for my Prairie Life stitch long, which we are starting in September. And with that covered wagon charm, oh my gosh, I might need to, Sharon, I might be calling you. We might need to have a conversation about that. And we said, you are my sunshine. Oh, I love that. So it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get it out the door to you guys. I cannot wait. Okay. Also new, and somebody, messaged me and said, are you getting those? Oh, yes, I am. This is Stitch Card Set M by Lori. So Set M is here. It's in the shop, ready to ship. And so is You Are the Boss. Brand new chart from Lori Holt. Says you are the boss of your own quilt. And side note, these quilt blocks are the same size as this. So if you are inclined, like I likely will be, into making them into pillows, you can do that. Oh, look. Close. Not quite the same, but close. So there's that. So this is in the shop and ready to ship. Is it too late to sign up for the Prairie? No, it's still out there, Steph. It's still out there online. It's so cute. Isn't it darling? That little cup of tea in that teapot. Oh my gosh. The strawberries are super cute too, but I was like, the teapot and the cup of tea. It's so cute. Okay. And then Dee pulled some charts for me to share with you guys. And I don't know what she pulled. Oh, she pulled that. Oh, she pulled that. Okay. I don't know what she pulled. So this will be a surprise for all of us. All right. First up, for you people looking for fall stitching, this one is super cute. It's called Haunted Hill Road by Little Stitch Girl. And it says, trick or treat, smell my feet. It's very, very cute. Haunted Hill Road. Like this would be great on Hazy Gray by Fabric Flare. I'm trying to think. Or I think New England Gray by Legacy Fiber Arts would be super cute for that too. So this is a very cute chart. Do you know what cloth you'll be using for Prairie Life? Sue, we are using Legacy Fiber Arts. They're mixing up a special brew for us for our Prairie Life. So it's going to have subtle modeling. It's going to be very pretty, not too dark, not too light, perfectly in the middle. And it's going to be Legacy Fiber Arts. Shoe Fly Stars quilt kit with the Prairie fabric. No, Debbie. And that will likely be, typically the boxed kits come like a month later. That's the way that it's been going. They get the collection into shop's hands so that we can start cutting kits and stuff like that. But the boxed kits usually come like the following month. So I would expect those maybe in August for the Shoe Fly Stars. I started stitching a project on 36 count linen from Legacy Fiber Arts. You do. Oh, I'm so excited to start stitching on it. You guys, Legacy Fiber Arts has been flying out of the shop. Like, I don't know what happened or who shared that Happy Little Stitch Shop has Legacy Fiber Arts. But over the weekend, I was like, my gosh, why? Or maybe it was late last week. I was like, why is everybody all of a sudden ordering, like brand new customers, never shopped with us before, just ordering a ton of Legacy Fiber Arts cloth, which is fabulous. But I'm wondering what is being said on the streets right now because it was crazy. Oh, yes. It's sometimes nice to spread it out a little bit. I agree with that. Okay, she also pulled the Farms of Hawk Run Hollow. We were just talking about Hawk Run Hollow last week. I would love to do a stitch along for, and maybe just do like I don't know how to do it. I was thinking about just doing a Hawk Run Hollow stitch along. That way anybody can pick the chart that they want and like get your own supplies and stuff, and we just stitch it together. Or picking, I would likely pick the autumn one probably, because I think that one is my favorite. And then having it be like a real stitch along where we provide the floss and the chart and the cloth and all of that stuff. So the Farms of Hawk Run Hollow. I've not shared this one in a long time, so this was a good pick. It's funny because I just found or saw, I was looking in a drawer for something and I saw my finished Sew by Row. So it's really funny that she picked this because I nearly pulled that finished piece out to, I don't have it fully finished, but I nearly pulled it out to share with you guys. So this is Sew by Row by Lori Holt. And So She Did. Mine is right over there, framed and fully finished. This one was really fun to stitch. Like I seriously had a lot of fun stitching this one. I couldn't put it down. Like I just loved it. It was so fun. I so want to do. You do? So do I. It has been on my list for a very long time. I so badly, like, I wish you guys knew how much I wanted to jump in and do all of the things with you guys. And sometimes I hear from people and they're like, why aren't you stitching this? Or why aren't you keeping up with this? And people can kind of get short with me a little bit. But obviously, meeting customer needs comes first. Like, I don't want customers to be unhappy. So I want to get orders out quickly to you. I want to get kits out quickly to you. I want to get collections online quickly, so that you come to Happy Little Stitch Shop to get all your goodies and you're not waiting. I so badly, when we get to a point when we hire more people and some of those things can be delegated, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun because I have so many plans in my brain and it's hard to do them all because we can't do them all at once, I so badly want to stitch Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. I really, really do. And I wanted to do it for a very long time. Would love to do Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow, says Alice. I would love it too. So that's on the list. That's on the list, along with a bunch of other ones that people have requested. So more stitch alongs are coming. It's difficult to find a balance when your hobbies become your business. You are doing a great job, Angela. You are super sweet, Nancy, and I appreciate hearing that because there are definitely days where I feel like I am not doing a great job. Okay, so this is Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love. This is a really cute patriotic stitch. She does patriotic so well. Teresa does. It's nice and big. It's a spiral bound booklet, so it's easy to, have it open so you can see what's going on. So Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. Here is Annie B's. This is called the Haynes Sampler, which always makes me think of White Christmas. And I always start singing Sisters in my head. Angela, you let us know who has been. Oh my gosh. Sharon, you're the best. I am doing this one right now. Carrie S., you're doing this one? You're doing Teresa's Land That I Love? It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I could easily do this one. Like, I mean, not easily. I don't mean like, I could easily whip that one up. I mean, like, I could easily be very interested in doing this one because it's really pretty. This one could easily go on my list. It's so pretty. The colors are like perfect. And it's not a super, super busy sampler, but it's got some of those meandering motifs, which I seem to be drawn to. Okay, so the Haynes sisters. Oh, the Haynes sampler, known to me as the Haynes sisters. Carrie's loving it. She's loving Land That I Love. She says it's fun. I'm stitching Live on Little by Plum Street. Live on Little? I want to see what that one looks like. This is another fun sampler. So that one's cute. And then we have by Primrose Cottage Stitches, ABC. It's a fun, fun, fun one. Ooh. Dee was feeling Hawk Run Hollow today. She's stitching. She's not really actively stitching, but she's in the middle of Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. The Houses of Hawk Run Hollow. This is probably my second favorite after Autumn. Live on Little is gorgeous. Oh, I need to see it now. What are you stitching your Live on Little on? Customer service is important for your business. You are doing great. You can't do it all. No one can. But you are number one in customer service. Thank you so much, Martha. Have you all seen A Tisket a Tasket by Rosewood Manor? That one sounds cute too. Can you guys send me emails with these in it? Because I would love to get them and carry them. That one sounds really cute. I'm stitching on flax, 36 count. Oh, flax is pretty. So Michelle says, so it's going to be, it is so pretty. Plum Street samplers are great. Plum Street samplers are really great. I have Village of Hawk Run Hollow kitted up. That's another one. Maybe it was Village or Houses. Both of those are good runners up for me for Autumn. That's a good one. Sweetwater Stitcher Jessica gave a recommendation. Oh, it was her. Thank you, Jessica. That was so sweet of you. I need to check out Live on Little. Although, do I? It's probably just going to end up going on the list. Are you getting the Jeanette Douglas stitching design? Which one is that? So I'm just starting. So I signed up for Needlework Epxo, which happens at the end of August. I think it's 27th through the 29th. It's virtual, so it's not one that you go to. It's an online one. And this is the one that I did last year, and I got a bunch of charts from it. So now is the time, because designers are going to start sharing what they're going to be releasing at Needlework Epxo. I've already heard some people, I think I heard Teresa Kogut talk about it on her Flosstube last time. She was talking about some of the designs that she's working on that are going to be released for Needlework Epxo. So start to keep your ears to the ground as to what you would like, and then be sure to send me an email with your requests, because on August 27th through the 29th, I will be attending that, and I will be sure to bring in all of the charts that you guys are wanting to have. Matter in Hand. Yes, that was from the last thing. Hold on. Let me do it right now. I'm going to add it. Some of these things had not been released to the distributor yet. So I have been checking up on some of them, but they're not available with the distributor. So Jeanette Douglas. I'm going to look right now, and I'm going to see if it's there. Matter at Hand. It is. I'm going to add it to my cart right now. It's in my cart, Stacy, and I'm going to be ordering from them very soon, actually, so it shouldn't be too long. I'm going to double check and make sure it's in the cart, and it is. So there you go. It's in my cart. It's coming soon. And then she pulled Quaker Pumpkins. Perfect for fall stitching. This is by Hello from Liz Matthews. Quaker Pumpkins. It's very cute. And she pulled A Quaker Welcome by Lila's Studio. So those are some fun charts for some fall planning. She did a nice job of pulling some fun charts here that I'm kind of excited about. And then a couple new ones mixed in there too, from Lori and from Stitching with the Housewives. And a brand new Notion. Ooh. All that almost went on the floor. Oh my goodness. Okay, you are welcome, Stacy. You are welcome. Okay, that's all I have for you guys. Oh no, it's not. I do have some progress. I have a little bit of progress. Not a ton, but a little bit, and progress is progress. This one I didn't really make progress on. Oh, much to my dismay. But I'm sharing it anyway in hopes of I've been working every Sunday, which I said I wasn't going to do, and then I end up doing it. My husband just said to me the other day, are we going to get back to not working on Sundays? Because I thought that's what you were trying to do. I was like, it is, but there's stuff that has to be done. It doesn't get done by itself. So here is my Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler. I love it. I love it. I love it. I miss it whenever I can't stitch on it. Oh, it makes me go, ugh. So this one is a lot of fun. I really like this Sabbath stitch. And I'm going to get back to it regularly. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Oh, okay, Carrie, I'll keep an eye out, or I'll take a peek at that. Also, this, oh my gosh, I so desperately want to finish this before we start a Prairie Life. So this one is finding its way into my hands a little more often than it was before. And I didn't make a ton of progress, but I did make some. Oh, I stopped in the middle. Why did I do that? I think my little one was calling for me. Oh, she was. Yes. She was so excited. She was, Mom, come and look. So I had to stop what I was doing and I needed to go and see what was going on with her. So I'm working on the house and I've gotten a few more windows in. I'm going to do all those windows and then I'm going to go fill in the red. Oh, that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to fill in all that red. It's a lot of red, but it's going to be fun. So that's where I'm at for Brick House. I don't know if you were betting people, would you bet that I would get this done by the end of September or by the beginning of September, by the end of August? 6 weeks. All of you were like, I would not bet on that. I can hear all of your thoughts. All of you are thinking, I would not bet on that. See this? Oh my gosh, this was given to me by a sweet, sweet customer. Isn't this the cutest little thing ever? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's got a little button here and this little strap, and you open it up and you've got a zipper pocket and a floss holder. And then both of these are pockets for your floss too. It's so darling. I love this little booklet. I love it, love it, love it. It's so cute. I use it all the time with this little stitch. Okay. Beautiful, says Carrie. Thank you, Martha. Beautiful job, Angela. Thank you. Thank you, Felicia. Yeah, because you're my... Oh my gosh. I am mighty. That's funny, Nancy. Sandy, beautiful. Stacy, that is charming. I need one of those, says Elizabeth. Isn't it cute? So cute. That pouch is beautiful. I agree. It's such a cute little booklet. You guys are so kind to me. You send me these little gifts and then I get a little gift in the mail and I think, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. It makes me tearful. And then I'm like, just calm down, regain your composure. And it's just very touching. So I appreciate that so much. And then I get to think of you when I'm stitching stuff up, which is also very pleasant. So I appreciate that. Okay, so I am going to let you guys go. We have a live on Thursday for quilting. So I'll have lots of quilting goodies to share with you on Thursday. We also have our Stitching with Lori Club meeting Thursday night. So because of that extra meeting, I did not schedule a sewing live this week or a stitch hour. I didn't do any of those. Also because I want to get Prairie done as soon as possible and be able to invoice you guys and get that out the door to you. Because I know some of you, who was it that I spoke to the other day on the phone? Darlene is a hoot. Darlene, you cracked me up. I said, are you calling about Prairie? It just got here. Like, it's coming. We have to cut it up. She goes, no, that doesn't start till the end of August. My gosh, everybody just needs to calm down. You're going to have it in time. She was very funny. But I'm anxious to get it to you, and I know you guys are anxious to receive it. So we're not going to have a stitching live or sewing live this week. But I'm hopeful to do that again next week. So stay tuned for that. But I will see you on Thursday for our quilting live, and then Thursday night for those of you who are in our Stitching with Lori Club. So thank you so much for being here today. I am so happy to have caught up with you. I feel connected a little bit more again. You guys will not believe how disconnected I felt from our community after not hanging out with you last week. So thank you for being here with me and coming to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great couple days. And I hope you will all join me on Thursday for our quilting live. Thanks, Angela. You're the best. Thank you, Tammy. Debbie says maybe a cutting live. No joke, right? Cutting up Prairie, getting ready for August 29th. Yes, that's when that one kicks off. So you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out our Instagram page and our Facebook page. And I have a new blog post. I have a bunch of new blog posts from last week, so you can go read those and leave me a comment. Have a great rest of your day and a great week, and I will see you on Thursday. Happy stitching, everybody. Take care.